Well, good evening. It is Wednesday, July 22nd, 2020. It is Journal 369, and it might be, could be, hopefully is T plus 478. T plus 478. Sorry I've been absent again. I've been trying to deal with this, among other things. Not the least of my problems, which led me to the reason for this blog post, actually, and that really is what is normal anyhow. I mean, what is it? It's almost comical when you think about it, because everything around us is always changing, and we're always talking about, how we miss normal and we'd like to get back to normal. And if nothing else, the last number of years, in fact, all the years in my life, have really been an object lesson in the fact that nothing's normal, because everything's always changing. Having said that, it still seems like I've been fighting my way back to normal. So long I've forgotten what normal is really all about. And if, in fact, that itself is normal, I don't know. What it has done is given me the opportunity to think about what normal really is all about. And I'm certain that it does not have the same meaning, or would not have the same meaning as it did before my diagnosis, before my stem cell bone marrow transplant, before I managed to fall and break my elbow, before any of those things. And that's the way it should be, really, if you think about it. I don't think there's anything normal about chemotherapy. I don't think there's anything normal about a stem cell bone marrow transplant. I don't think there's anything normal about slipping and falling and breaking your elbow. What I do think is that while you're going through any or all of those things, and I have a certain level of experience with that, is that they suddenly become normal. I mean, because it's what you're going through at that particular moment. And whatever it is you're going through is the normal that you're faced with. Normal is being able to blow your nose with both hands, something you can't do with a broken elbow. Normal is being able to pull on a pair of compression stockings with both hands, something you're not able to do when you've broken your elbow. Or something as simple as pulling on your jeans, getting dressed in the morning, getting washed, getting showered. Is it normal to find yourself forced to learn dictation software that came with your computer so that you could get something as simple as this blog put together and out? One thing that I've learned about normal is that it's not normal to assume that speaking and writing are the same thing. They're evidently managed by two different parts of the brain, and having to dictate the blog and then type it are very different. And those two portions of the brain don't seem to communicate well or often. But one of the things that's important to recognize is that normal is whatever you have become accustomed to, familiar with, or comfortable with over time. It's what you forced yourself to become comfortable and familiar with. It's whatever challenge that you're facing, like eating or drinking or sleeping, blowing your nose, whatever you have to do to get through the day is what normal is for you at that point. And it's not reasonable to assume, or it's not reasonable to long to get back to some kind of a normal, recognizing that everything around you is constantly changing, and that normal that you long for is long since gone. And if we've learned nothing else from COVID-19, is that normal is not something that any of us could or should expect. Getting through whatever you're being challenged with, whatever obstacles you're facing, whatever your normal is at this particular moment, it's not easy, it's not comfortable, I'm not sure it's meant to be. I don't think it's anything that any of us can prepare for. But it is something that we have to master in order to survive, in order to succeed. And struggling with any or all of this is just a small part of it. So that's something to think about until we're together again. In the meantime, stay well, stay safe, stay strong, stay focused. Stay aware of what's around you and what's changing constantly. And take care. See you soon.